Hello and welcome to this EFT tapping session. It's focused on managing emotional overwhelm. If you're feeling like chaos inside, let's get you some relief with some tapping. So even if you've never done EFT tapping before, you can just follow along with me. You can do this on the fly. You can create sacred space first with an altar if you like, just like you would with a ritual. And you may want to have anything that brings a sense of calm with you, like I'm thinking lavender essential oil or lavender spray. This is hand sanitizer, y'all, but it works. It's lavender scented, and lavender is very calming. You can, if you like crystals, little amethyst, little rose quartz. Lepidolite is really cool. This is like a purple mica, and this has naturally occurring lithium in it, which is very calming, helps with reducing stress and anxiety. So even just having these crystals near you can give you some support as you tap along. So let's begin. And if you think about, let's get a baseline. When you think about how overwhelmed you are right now, how intense does that feel for you? 0 means nothing. I'm not overwhelmed at all. 10 is I'm so overwhelmed, I cannot function properly. So pick a number. Excellent. And then let's rub the sore spots. And this is somewhere in the upper chest, near the armpits, near the shoulders. There's going to be a place that feels sore. And we're going to do some gentle rubbing. You don't have to like dig in or anything. And take some deep, slow breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Once more, deep breath in, sigh it out. Good. That helps move the energy, and we want to move energy here. So take a moment, notice where the overwhelm lives in your body. It might feel like a heaviness in your chest, or a lump in your throat, or a dull ache in your heart, or anything else. Just tune in and see what it feels like for you, and know that you may also feel numbness, and that's something valuable to acknowledge as well. Good. Good. Now that you've located it in your body, or you've located that you feel numb, let's start to get comfortable in our seat. Sit up tall, or if you want to be laying down, you can. Just notice where your body's making contact with your chair, your bed, your sofa, wherever you are. Please just don't be driving, because you will need your hands to do this tapping, and that does not go well with driving. So notice the support beneath you, behind you. You can let yourself sink a little deeper into that support. You may even want to imagine all of your ancestors, spirit guides, everyone that supports you is behind you, around you, holding you as well in this state of overwhelm. You're not alone. And so let's gently tap on the karate chop area of the hand. Does not matter which hand you start with, and we're tapping with the pads of the fingers. And something to keep in mind, healing's a journey, not a destination. So we'll go through all the tapping points multiple times and follow along. You can change what I say to make it more true for you, or if you don't feel like saying the things, you can simply tap on the points. That works too. Okay, so take care of yourself, and let's begin. We'll start with some setup statements. So you'll repeat after me out loud ideally. Even though I feel overwhelmed, and perhaps even many things seem to be falling apart, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel in this moment. Okay. We're offering compassion to ourselves. It's very powerful. Next setup statement, you can change hands if you want. Even though the weight of the world feels just way too heavy right now, I choose to honor my feelings and be kind to myself. Even though I want to control everything as I become more and more overwhelmed, I'm grasping for control, but I can't. So I feel powerless. I am open to finding balance and peace. Okay, good. Now let's go to the eyebrow point. So the eyebrows point is the beginning of the eyebrow. You can do one side or the other or both. I like to do both. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out. I feel so overwhelmed right now. Let yourself really feel it. Side of the eye on the temples here. Things seem to be going sideways or wrong, or it's all just too much for me right now. What is it for you? Name it out loud. Is it sideways? Is it foobar? Is it just too much? Good. Under the eye, the bottom of the eye socket here. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Feels like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. And if that feels true for you, let yourself feel that heaviness. Go under the nose, above the lip. And I'm curious, what story do you tell yourself when you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world? I want you to say it out loud. When I feel like I'm carrying the weight of the world, the thoughts I'm thinking, the stories I'm telling are, and let's add in like the feelings I'm feeling. Like, are you pissed? Are you desperate? Are you frustrated? Are you sad? When you're feeling all this overwhelm and the weight of the world, what emotions come up with it? Maybe numbness. Okay. We're just naming it so that we get a handle on it. And we're going to go to the chin. And we're just going to throw out a question. Is that really true? And is that really true is referring to maybe the thoughts you're thinking or the stories you're telling when you feel overwhelmed and the weight of the world on your shoulders. Is it really true? Or have I just gotten into the habit of saying and thinking and feeling this? We're just asking with curiosity, not to judge ourselves here. Okay. Good. Let's go to the collarbone point. So you find your collarbones and move out about an inch to the side, and you can use all the fingers here. And wait a minute. Whose stuff am I burdened with right now? That's a good question to ask. especially when you're feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world. Is it all your stuff to begin with? So let's ask, whose stuff am I burdened with right now? Whose stuff am I overwhelmed with right now? Is it mine? Is it my loved ones? Is it society at large? Is it the people suffering? Do you identify with the people suffering and feel like you have to take on their burden? Maybe it's the collective consciousness you're feeling, you're tapped into and feeling like all the overwhelm of every person on the planet. That's a lot to hold. Let's tap all over the upper chest. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out. Some of you may be feeling like, dude, I'm so sensitive. I can't even tell if this is mine or somebody else's or the collective consciousness. Like, I'm just overwhelmed and that's all I know. Let's see if that's you. And keep breathing. Let's go to the front of the ribs. So I don't need to actually be carrying everybody's stuff. In fact, I can't possibly carry everyone else's burdens. I have plenty of my own stuff to carry. And where did I sign up for taking on everybody else's burdens? If that's you. Yeah. Not actually required. Let's go under the arm. So you can do one arm, you can do both, you can do it this way, whatever works best. How did I get into this pattern? Holding on to other people's stuff, holding on to the burden, or feeling like it's my job or my duty to hold on to everybody's stuff. No wonder I'm overwhelmed. How did this start? And tune in. Maybe think about the first time you felt overwhelmed. Maybe the first time you felt like, or you realized maybe in hindsight that you were carrying other people's burdens for them or with them. Yeah. Some people think that that's the only way you can be compassionate, right? It's like you got to jump in that hole or that sinking ship with your loved ones. But it doesn't really work that way. Because that just adds to the number of people suffering. And if you're both in the whole suffering, nobody's getting help, right? So there are other ways to be compassionate. So maybe that's how you got into this pattern, that you thought, this is what being compassionate is. I jump in the hole with the people suffering and I suffer along with them. It's a choice. But maybe I don't want to do that anymore. See if that feels true for you. Let's go to the wrist point. So in the crease of the wrist here, you can do both at the same time if you like. Try on the statement. I'm ready to put other people's stuff down and only carry my own burdens. What's the reaction in your body when you say that? Does that feel like relief or feel like, oh no, I couldn't do that? What shows up for you? Maybe even visualize taking a burden off your back and putting it down somewhere. And what does that feel like? Again, no judgment, we're just witnessing. We're going to go with that you're ready to put down at least some of other people's stuff. Okay. And if that doesn't feel true for you, then you can just keep saying, no, I don't want to, no, I don't want to, no, I don't want to everything I say. And that's okay, because we need to start with what's true for us in the moment. We're going to move to the thumb point. So it's the top side edge of the thumbnail, whichever hand you want to start with. We're tapping on the skin with the top side edge of the thumbnail. I cannot control what's going on around me. There might be a part of you that thinks you sure can. And so if you're hearing that part like, yes, I can, then let's say that out loud. There's a part of me that thinks I sure can. But honestly, I can't control the people around me either. Right? We really can't. As hard as we try. Let's move to the index finger, same top side edge. It's not my burden or my business anyways to control other people. My favorite thing to say is not my circus and not my monkeys. Yeah. And if you've caught yourself doing this, you can say, oops, I've been trying to ring lead somebody else's circus. My bad. I'm going to pull back now. That's theirs. Okay. Let's go to the middle finger. Let's take a deep breath. Breathing is good. Sigh it out. Release. Release that urge to carry other people's burdens. Let's do it again. Inhale. Sigh it out. I'm ready to shift this. I'm ready to let this go. The ring finger is different. We go to the bottom side edge of the nail. But a part of me feels powerless and frustrated about that powerlessness, right? We don't like it when we can't control things. Doesn't feel very empowering. So let's say whatever it is for you, I wish I had control over, or I wish I was in charge of. What do you want control over that you don't have control over? Maybe it's other people, maybe it's the government, maybe it's whatever. What do you wish? Let yourself at least say out loud what you really wish you had control over. Man, I wish I was in control over the education system or the food distribution system, or this person in my life that drives me nuts. Say it out loud. Go ahead and let's move to the top side edge of the pinky. That would be really cool if I was in control of that, because why? Why does this part of you or all of you want control of that? What does it give you? Even if it's just a sense of control, that's a sense of empowerment. So I want to just say out loud whatever it is you think you would get from being in control of that. Let's move to the karate chop, side of the hand. But is that really true? Back to that question. Do I really need to be in control of those things or those people? There may be some cases where, like, yeah, if I was in control of, the food distribution system, things would go a lot better. Yes. But if you're in control of your friends and family, that's usually not really a good thing to try to make happen. So again, just noticing, witnessing what's inside. Let's go to the top of the head. Regardless of whether I think I should be in control, there is a lot that I feel overwhelmed about. And I don't know if me being in control would actually get rid of that overwhelm. And that's frustrating too, right? That's part of the overwhelm. It's like, I don't know how to make this better. Tapping all over the head. Let's take a deep breath in. So coming back to the feeling of overwhelm. Let's go to the eyebrow point again. I want to escape this feeling of overwhelm and all the emotions that come with it, like the powerlessness and the frustration or the desperation. Side of that, I really want to escape this. It's very uncomfortable. And notice how true that feels in your body right now. It may even be triggering self-sabotaging actions, behaviors like feeding cravings and addictions. So let's test that. All these feelings associated with the overwhelm, it's triggering some cravings or triggering some addiction for me. And that scares me. See if that's true for you. Under the eye, and take a deep breath. Let's let some frustration out. Why can't I just fix everything right now? Why can't everyone just behave how they're supposed to right now? In fact, let yourself have a tantrum in your words about this. Like, just go off on it right now. If only whatever. It should be different because whatever. I'm so tired of whatever. Like, let yourself have a fit about it right now. And we're not reinforcing the fit, the tantrum, the negative. We are letting it out. It needs to be seen, heard, witnessed, released. So we're letting it out right now. Good. Couple more breaths. Let it out. Let it rip. Keep going. Good. Under the nose. Feels like I'm stuck in this chaos. And I want to regain control of my life. On the chin. If I'm really honest with myself, I'm so tired of feeling this way. It's exhausting. All these power struggles suck the life out of me. That's why I'm overwhelmed. I don't want this anymore. Let's go to the collarbones. And what else? What else do you want to be really honest with yourself about? Just say it out loud now. I'm really being honest with myself about this whole situation, about this overwhelm. What do I want myself to know? Keep going. Keep breathing. Drink water as you need. All right. Tapping all over the upper chest. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. And let's try this on. See how this feels for you to say, I am afraid of what I cannot control. And when I'm scared, it makes me want to what? What happens? What do you want to do when you feel scared? Front of the ribs. And that's no good because why? Good. Good. Side of the ribs. But I don't know how to move forward yet. I don't know how to break through this overwhelm. Wrist point. I'm going to flip it around. So I'm choosing to pick myself up and give myself my own kindness and compassion. See how that feels. Let's go to the thumb on the opposite hand. I'm open to letting go of some of this overwhelm as well, especially the stuff that isn't mine. Can we let some of that go for the love of your sanity and your health? Index finger. Let's actually visualize this. So imagine in your mind the burdens of overwhelm, or the burdens causing your overwhelm that you've been carrying around, maybe in a backpack, maybe in some other form. Maybe you're carrying around a big box, like a big box of rocks. I want you to imagine that. If it's a backpack, take it off your back. If it's something you're carrying in front of you, you're going to put it down. And maybe you want to be extra dramatic, and you're going to throw it down a mountain. Or you're going to put it all on a fire and burn it safely, of course. But whatever makes sense to you, to imagine letting go of some of this overwhelm. Maybe it feels like it's all inside of you and you need to drain it out the bottom of your feet. That could be another way too. So I'll give you a moment. Tap, breathe, and visualize letting go of some of this overwhelm, most especially the burdens of other people, if you're able to. Move to the middle finger, keep tapping, breathing, visualizing. This should feel really good. Move to the bottom of the ring finger. Couple more breaths to visualize. Good. Top of the pinky finger. I send myself kindness. I gift myself compassion. I may have been carrying around these burdens for so long. Feels amazing to finally put some down. Let's go to the karate chop area. I do not have to have it all figured out in this moment. What a relief. In fact, I accept where I'm at with all this overwhelm, all these burdens. And I accept myself exactly as I am in this moment. Because why not? Why not send ourselves love and acceptance? I want to be on my own team. And that's a great way to do it. Okay. Let's go to the top of the head and breathe. You're doing wonderful. Let's tap all around the head, side of the head, back of the head. Deep breaths in through the nose, sigh it out the mouth. Good. Let's go to the eyebrow point. My healing is not a one and done process. Side of the eye. I can take it one step at a time. In fact, that's a great way to reduce overwhelm. One step at a time. And under the eyes. And perhaps my current step is to let myself feel what's rolled up in my overwhelm. So we felt some of it earlier. Some of it's maybe what we're feeling from other people. By the way, there's a thing called off-gassing. Maybe you'll have a runny nose like me. Maybe you'll get lots of yawns. Maybe you feel tingly. That's just off-gassing. It's a part of the tapping process. So yeah, let's go under the eyes. Is there anything bubbling to the surface that maybe has been hidden by the overwhelm or was a part of causing the overwhelm that's coming up now? And it's not coming up now to torture you, it's coming up now to be witnessed. Okay, we can have that reframe. Like, this is here for me to witness, maybe to understand a little bit better, maybe to send compassion to. Okay. Under the nose. I usually don't like feeling these things because it's uncomfortable. And we don't like feeling uncomfortable feelings, right? Most of us don't. In fact, you may even say, I'm afraid to feel uncomfortable emotions because I don't know how to deal with them. That's true for a lot of people. Be like, help, I'm drowning in all these uncomfortable emotions. So let's breathe. Let's go to the chin and breathe. So the degree to which you can allow these emotions to be present, allow that. You don't have to feel them at their most intense ever. You can choose. Right now, especially. I just want to look at it. I just want to like peek in and look. What's under there? What's behind the overwhelm? What's useful for me to see right now? That's a great question because seeing all of it might be overwhelming, right? So telling yourself, your subconscious, please just show me what is useful in this moment and what I can handle. Good. It's possible for me to acknowledge my emotions, my feelings, and not judge them, and not get sucked into them. That is possible. Let's go to the collarbones. It's possible the more I cultivate my inner observer self through things like tapping and meditation, I can simply notice what's coming up. maybe with curiosity or amusement. Like, oh, look at what I'm thinking. Isn't that adorable? Right? Or wow, all these emotions all at once. That's really intense. Time to do something about this overwhelm. Maybe time to tap along with this video. Again, you can you can repeat this video as much as you want. Okay. Let's tap all over the upper chest. And I want you to affirm, I am doing the best I can. Every moment, we are doing the best we can. Okay. In some moments, we are more resourced than others. Okay. And that's okay. That's life. Let's go to the front of the ribs. I'm open to finding peace in this moment. Yeah. Side of the ribs. I release the need to control everything. Let's go to the wrist point. I choose to find balance, whatever that can look like for me, moment to moment. It's probably going to change moment to moment. So I'm learning to adapt, right? I'm learning to adapt. I'm learning to resource myself. That might be a new concept for some people. We can resource ourselves to be better able to deal with all the things coming at us at once, or other people's stuff coming at us, or life, blowing up for whatever reason. So I want you to think about, let's move to the thumb point. Oh, actually, let's switch hands. I like to switch. How could I resource myself? Let's do a little brainstorming. What are some ways I can resource myself so that I can prevent myself from getting to the state of overwhelm, or resource myself when I am overwhelmed? What could that look like? If you're having trouble coming up with ideas, it can look like taking a moment to breathe and check in with yourself and find out what your body needs. Am I thirsty? Am I hungry? Am I cold? Am I hot? Am I tired? What do I need? To take care of the body goes a long way. Okay, let's go to the index finger. Maybe you need to talk to somebody to get support, to talk things out. Maybe you need to do something fun or kind for yourself because it's been a while. Maybe you need to set a boundary and tell somebody no. Like, I don't have capacity right now. Sorry. Wish I could help you with the thing you're asking for, but I actually can't. Okay. Sometimes resourcing ourselves means telling somebody no. And let's move to the middle finger. I can do this. I can find ways to resource myself. I'm worthy of being resourced and taking care of myself, especially when I've hit the level of overwhelm. Okay. Let's go to the bottom of the ring finger. I'm learning to trust myself and my ability to manage overwhelm. Yeah, let's breathe. Even pausing to take a deep breath before reacting is a great way to resource yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed. Any time of the day, pausing and taking a deep breath, it's a good thing. Let's go back to the top of the pinky finger. I'm seeing a glimmer of hope. I believe. I choose to see myself as capable of becoming more resilient and more able, response able in moments of overwhelm. Let's go to the karate chop area. I choose to focus on what is within my power to control and let go of the rest. In fact, I can let go of the power struggles. I don't need that. It's exhausting. I don't have the energy for it. I don't want the energy for it. I choose to let go of the struggle. Top of the head. I deeply and completely accept myself. Maybe even love myself, care for myself. Even when it's hard, I'm willing to have my own back. Hands tapping all over the head, side of the head, back of the head, top of the head. I can do this. I've got this. Any other affirmations you want to make for yourself? Beautiful. Beautiful. One more quick round. Eyebrow point. I am more than my circumstances. Side of the eye. I can find calm in the chaos. Under the eye. I am learning to trust. Trust in myself. Trust in the process of life. Under the nose. And I choose to embrace every small little victory. Everything that helps me overcome overwhelm. Release overwhelm. That's a victory. I celebrate it. Chin point. I'm willing to be more gentle with myself as I am healing. Collarbone, I release the pressure to have it all figured out right now. Or all the time, anytime. I don't have to have it all figured out. Front of the ribs, I am open to the support that's available around me. Sometimes we just have to look around and reach out because it's there. Okay. Under the arm, I am worthy of peace and happiness. Yes, you are. Wrist point, I trust that things will get better. Things in my life, if you want to say more specifically which things you've been tapping about. I trust that it'll get better. Thumb point. I choose to be grounded and centered in my being. Index finger. I choose to focus on this present moment. Middle finger. I am stronger than I realize or maybe even give myself credit for. bottom of the ring finger. And I'm open to new perspectives and new possibilities. Pinky finger, I'm moving forward with courage. Karate chop area. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And if that's hard to say, I deeply and completely offer compassion and kindness for myself right now. Okay. Top of the head, I am healing. I am releasing the burdens that are not my burdens to carry. One moment, one breath, one step at a time. Tapping all over the head. Again, anything else you want to affirm for yourself. I believe in me. I think I can do this. Maybe I'm already doing this. This is happening. This is happening. And so take a pause, maybe hands on the heart. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Tune into that number at the beginning. Do you remember that number from the very beginning when you rated your level of overwhelm? See where that number is at right now. And if it's still higher than you would like it to be, go back to the beginning of this video. Go back to the beginning of this tap along and you can tap some more. But until then, please be kind and gentle with yourself. Drink some water, and I'll see you in the next one.